Hey y'all, Joe here, Southern Coast Cooking, coming at y'all. Look what we got down here today. I've got an 8.5 pound elk roast. All right, my cousin sent me this. I'm really excited about this. Elk roast. I mean, he shot out there in Colorado, deboned this. This is one of the roasts off the back shoulder, I believe, high quarter or whatever. Boneless roast. We're gonna treat it with some Big Poppa smokers, some of their cash cow, and a little bit of their double secret steak rub. But first of all, we're gonna get to it with some of that 30-minute marinade from Bone Sucking Good. Absolutely great stuff made right here in Mississippi. And we're just gonna pour this on there, and I'm just gonna coat it all with that. That's what we want right there, okay? And what that's gonna help us do is it's gonna help the rub to adhere to everything, and also give some wonderful flavor. Okay, so we get both sides of that. Go ahead and flip it over real quick. Yep, I'll get all there. Get on the edges too. And sometimes, like today, I mixed a little Worcestershire in here with this to thin it out some. Just what I'm using is a binder, basically. That's good stuff. Now, we'll come in with our rubs here. We'll get my cash cow. Put that on there first. All right. Big Poppa smokers, cash cow. A wonderful rub here. Remember, this 8.5 pound boneless elk shoulder roast. Move your silver skin. Make sure you do all that. You don't want none of those nasties on here. And I tell you what, it was frozen when he gave it to me. It took all week for this thing to thaw out. But we're gonna go about medium rare with it, y'all. As a plan. Then we're gonna do their steak rub. It's gonna make for a good little crust on here. That's what you want. Alright, rubs that down there. We'll flip it over to the other side. It's hard to keep everything steady working with this rack and everything. Rack just wants to jump off the table here. Okay, got that going. It's a big piece of meat, y'all. About the size of a big Boston butt, you know. Go ahead with the steak rub. Get that on there good. All right, we're gonna throw this out there on the Hunsaker. Yeah. All right, that's about it. We'll let it sit for a little bit, kind of sweat, and we'll throw it out there on the pit. Be right back with y'all. So we're out here at the Hunsaker. Just put a piece of this pecan wood from Smoky Woods barbecue chunks and chips, where I get all my little wood products like this. So that's what we're using. Put that on the Hunsaker. Crank it up to about 250 or so, maybe 275-ish, and we're about to get that roast on here, y'all. Also, I just put it on. Got my ThermoWorks signals set up with it, because we're gonna have to go to somebody's house here in a little bit. I'm gonna have to track it via Wi-Fi. I couldn't do it without the signals, so I'll check it out. Get that bad boy right there. Hopefully y'all can see that. But there you go. All right. So we'll let it cook away. We said we're cooking about 250 to 275. Y'all, it's been on there a couple hours now. I want y'all to take a look at it. Looking absolutely beautiful. I'll put a little bit more rub on there. Just want to get that crust. What I'm going to do now is I want to wrap it. Put a little bit of beef consomme in there. Y'all just come over here with me. Pay attention if you can. I'm going to grab the roast real quick. I'm going to run right over here, y'all, and we'll wrap it. First, we're going to put a little of this beef, look, beef consomme right here. Wonderful stuff at the bottom of this pan. I really need me nothing to open this dang thing up with, y'all. Try to get as much out of here as I can. So we're going to get that off in there. most of that, okay? And then let me get the roast over here. Just a second. All right, have it unplug. Just a second, y'all. All right, y'all back with me here. Sorry about that. Go ahead and push this, get that on there, and then we'll put the foil over there. Heck, I'm gonna take these gloves off. They're so full of seasoning and everything. Go ahead and put this on there, seal it up. Actually, you know, y'all, I just do things how I do them. You can go ahead, you can put it back on a Hunsaker. I'm gonna stick this in the oven for now because we're going over to a friend's house. I'm gonna take this and let this finish off in the oven over there. All right. All right, y'all, so it's finally done. Let's talk a little bit about what we did here. So we put the roast on the Hunsaker at about 275 and let it go about 2.5 hours. Then we wrapped it, put a little bit of the beef consomme in there, and put it in the oven at 300 degrees. It probably took an additional, see, it's 347 now, so it took an additional about 3.5 hours. We'll pull it out at about 125. Got it here on the cutting board, and we're just going to slice it, y'all. I'm telling you what, we're very excited, you know, to try this elk roast. Again, it's my first time at doing this here on the Hunsaker, and also, you know, finishing off in the oven like this. So let's just, you know, give it a try and see what we got here. So let's just cut a little bit off there. If you notice, we've got a beautiful smoke ring. Got plenty of smoke from the Hunsaker. And as we'll just go, I mean, look, could you not make some wonderful sandwiches out of that? You know, just like some beautiful roast beef. You cut a little thicker if you want to, but I just like to go thin with it. Something like that. Just, you know, get that beautiful smoke ring, get all that goodness out of there. We got juice everywhere. That's a beautiful thing. So we'll get this sliced up. We get it by in here. I'll get some au jus going probably. And, you know, we'll make some sandwiches and do whatever anybody wants. But that's beautiful right there. So hold up for a minute. I'm going to get some pictures, y'all, and then we'll come back and I'll try it on camera for you. So let's give it a try, y'all. Look at that. Some piece right there. Try a little piece, y'all. Dip it in some of this juice. Let's give it a try. That is flavorful. Definitely taste the smoke and that good crust on there by the rub and all that. Very, very good. Y'all gonna try you some of this elk roast. Very nice. Y'all, I'll tell you what, we tore up this roast. I mean, 8.5 pound roast. Everybody's been sitting there just eating on it. And there's a couple pieces left right there in the jus. But it was a big hit. Definitely will have to do this again.